Hola. Ciao, come stai? Oh my God, hang on. Someone's at the door. Hang on. Hola. Oh, do you know what I've done? Oh, where you gone? Do you know what I've done? I put my phone on. I was trying to attempt to do this, to try and edit this live stream thingy from my phone at the same, but it hasn't worked. So anyway, right, bear with. I've just got to pop downstairs quick. Hi guys, sorry, bear with. I'm having technical issues. Okay, just give me 2 minutes. Right, I'm back. Stupid bloody, honestly. Do you know what I had to do? I just had, for a minute, I had to go into YouTube Studio, right? And it said page 404 not found or something like that. Well, I had to go into my email, then I had to quickly go down, answer the door. And I'm like, oh my giddy aunt. Oh, why has everything happened when I start doing a live? Anyway, how you all doing? Right, hang on, let me put some of these comments up before I start yapping. Right, tonight we're talking about something really, really important. And because, well, you know, despite what some people think, I'm actually quite a caring person. Mm, but no one was acknowledging me in the chat. I think I'm blocked. Oh, I don't know. Get knotted. I don't know. Um, was you bad at all? I don't know. Did you tell her to f off? I don't know. You'll have to have it out with her. Right. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Luby. Right. Let's see. No, not at all. That was only the second chat. First time you started reading it. I made some remark. I didn't catch it. Oh God, goodness me. Yeah, it is. Hi, Joe. How you doing, Joe? Paul couldn't come on tonight. He's busy. Joe, you know I love you, don't you? And I promise tonight I won't get tired. Oh, hang on. Right, every time I go, oh, it's done it. Right, Michael, see, it's done it. Every time I go to put one of your, right, show, right, it wasn't letting me do it a minute ago. My comment was about tricky and boat woman, but not supportive one. She read me wrong. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know. Hi, Lucy. Right, okay. I still can't pronounce your name, so I'm just going to call you Lucy. Right, it's bloody hot out there. I wish I could put the AC in this room. Excuse me while I just choke. Right, we're talking about some things that are very important, and it's not. You know, you hear about this, the like, you know, like, oh, stop cybercrime, stop this, blah blah blah. When it comes to the criminal world, these governments haven't got a effing clue. Right, so actually, I was catching up on some of Avril's videos because sometimes I don't get a chance to watch anybody else. And so I had like an hour earlier, so I caught up on a couple. And she done a good reading 21 hours ago, didn't she? Had to get away. Well, dear, criminals. Oh dear. They do suck, don't they, criminals? They really do suck. And ticky tocky. Anyway, needs a good hair and colour plus get knotted. Be nice. Did I tell you all the other day I got a can't what was it? Did I do a video in the field or something about tricky or something like that? I had some loon coming, oh be nice, he's just lost his blah blah blah. Not my circus, mate, not my monkey. You know, what I will say is to everyone out there who is either a nincompoop, snake, a Judas, or whatever you are, it's never a good idea to go around pissing people off, especially online, because it's just going to come back to bite you hard in the arse. Seriously, I'm not joking. Some people out there only give a portion of their life to you. And some people out there will test to see if you are loyal on what you do with that little bit of information. So, carrying on from that, oh, hang on, let me put Joe's comments up. Oh, it's done it again. No. Can I say I made a comment on Tricky, but you might think I'm mean, just hypocrites. Yeah. What was you shocked about, Luby? The policeman who oh, hang on, we need to talk about this quickly first. What copper killed a girl? Who thinks of YouTubers in that circumstance? Me personally. What Was this in the UK, Luby? You need to fill me in. Right, but I need to try and be quick tonight, guys. Oh, during COVID. During COVID. Was it that one that oh, oh, hang on. We've got Mrs. Earwigger creeping out into the garden to try and see what we're talking about. She does it every time I'm on a live. So I'm gonna have to whisper. So it was a man. Oh, was it that? He was driving a car and he pulled her over or something. Or he saw her walking, and he pulled over and sort of like gave the authority. Yeah, because I'm a cop, I can do. Is it that one? Because I can't remember. I can't remember now. I did see. Right, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I know about that. Yeah, yeah, but he was. That's all. That case is already over, though, isn't it? Hang on, let me see if Nosy Nora's gone. Oh, sorry. Right. Okay. I've got something to confess. It's very important. I've got a swear jar, and I've been really trying hard all week, really hard all week not to swear. But there's some people out there that really make me swear, and now it's half full. It started off with 2p, now it's half effing full. So if you don't actually say the swear word and you say effing, does that still count as not a swear word? No. What operation? Did you have an operation, Luby? Right. Oh, gone back on one of my post vlogs. Tricky video and his parents in hot. Oh, right. Oh, I see. Yeah, because he's had to go over to Belfast, didn't he, or something? Oh, the operation into the cop killing the girl. Am I right? Right, anyway, let's crack on with it because I need to get off quite quickly today because me and Paul have got to discuss a few things about camping. Mm. He decided we're going camping. Yeah. I don't like camping anymore. I used to love it, but it's all the flies. No matter how hard you try, they always get into the tent, don't they? So I've got to be quick. So anyway, so you know that you hear about all this, oh, cybercrime and this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Oh, da, 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 da. In the criminal world, they don't give a toss. They don't give a toss. Now, there are people out there, especially online, who look for runners, if you like. Now, another thing I will say actually, Fifi, why is it that you like to put on the persona of being some sort of clever criminal, but those actually what? Oh, it was because Nosy Nora next door was in the garden, Joe, and every time I do a live, right, because it's summer, I have to keep the windows open in here because I can't put the aircon in here. She comes out and tries to listen in. So if I start whispering on my lives, it's because Nosy Nora is about. Watch out, Nora's about. Yeah, I prefer. I used to love camping when I was a little girl. We used to go when I was young. We used to go to France every single year and like Sweden and wherever else. I used to love it. But since I've got older, I'm just like I can't be dealing with all the bugs. Do you know what I mean? Oh dear. I was stupid once. I bought a massive tent. Me and my friends went camping just for the weekend, and I, for some stupid reason, I bought like an 8-man tent. And I think, what the hell? 8-man tent? There were just two of us in it. The other lot wanted to stay in the caravan. We won't shout. Right, let's get into it, shall we? Right, so why is it, Fifi, that you have made out you're some kind of top-notch kind of criminal? You also have made out that you're some sort of God's gift to men, which isn't true. Why is it then that no one in that dark world, as I call it, know anything about you? Why is that? Because you've exaggerated a few things, haven't you, Feral? You've exaggerated quite a few things. I won't say what, but I think it might be a good idea if you started telling the truth. Not just about your exaggerated criminal history, but maybe what you've done to people as well. You see, her trolls come over to me and go, "Oh my God, stop bullying. Let's do a live. Da 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 da." No. What Feral and Tricky, actually, I said I'd leave Trick. No, 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 sorry. Feral and Co need to realise if they go around peeing people off, trying to bait people, trying to target their friends, you're going to get some kind of backlash. I've always had the saying, sometimes you have to bully the bullies just to put them in their place. And it's easier than you think, as we know, because a lot of people are waking up. People aren't stupid, but like you just get the certain trolls, the real militant trolls like Bron, for example. I would like to know if Feral has anything on Bron. Is that why Bron is so dedicated that she spends all her life on YouTube and, well, actually mainly Twitter, fighting for someone she's never actually met? Fancy doing that. Fancy doing that. Because us normal people like to get both sides of the story right before we take sides, don't we? Like I said to everyone 100 times, get to know the full story before taking sides, because there's a lot of people out there that like to play, well, like to cry wolf. They really do like to cry wolf, either for attention, and you get a lot of amber turds in the world as well, and that's an actual effing insult to for those who have actually been beaten, dragged about by men. I think so, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna fill up tonight quite quickly, Luby, because I've been filled in on a couple of things. But now, these predators online or offline, if you like. Now, people say, and I'm only saying this so everyone's aware. From my experience, I'm not going to tell my full story, and I'll go into that in a little while. But there's a reason for that, and until that reasons and I get the all clear to speak about it, then I just can't. That's just how it is. Now, they talk about predators and body language of their victims. For example, you could get a body language expert or an FBI profiler, for example, for example, they could have three criminals in a room and they would show a video of just like a city with people walking about, and they would say to one of these criminals, or all three at the same time, or one by one, out of all these people walking past, what one would be your easy target? And they'd point out that one because she's looking down, blah, 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 blah. What these FBI profilers and or Met Police what they don't tell people is people make themselves a target, not just their body posture, how they act, how they talk, what they dress like. It's the other little things as well. And there's so many people out there that fall victim for these online scams, these online everything, and even in the real world, you can get easily dragged in. Just for an example, just to be a runner for the mafia, just as a simple example, it is so easy. Do you know why it's easy? Because there's a criminal world. They're not actually, there's a difference between gangsters and actual professional criminals, if you like. For example, again, let's just say the mafia. That is a top-notch criminal organisation. They don't refer themselves to gangsters. Gangsters are those out on the streets, with the hoodies, with the chains, and blah, blah, blah. Screwed? Do I have to light up another cigarette while you think for a while? What have you been doing? Have you been a good boy? Or are you coming on here to ask stupid questions and then start putting people's names out there? Yes, the craze. That's another one. Most high uphill on. Yeah. Where's we going on this? Screwed, you done it again. I looked at the chat, you've done it again. You distracted me because I was talking about something very, very important. Yeah, that was it. There's a difference between gangs and actual dangerous, really dangerous people. It all starts off with the little boys on the street, and they're the easy targets. Do you know why? A liar will always be an easy target. A liar like Fifi, for example. Those in the top-notch criminal world would target her because she's an easy target, because she's a compulsive liar. If you lie about your life, if you exaggerate things, or if you lie for whatever reason for attention, you're going to be an easy target to any sort of predator in that criminal world. What happens in that criminal world is pretty dark, like you all know. There's hierarchy cops in there playing both sides, or just dodgy, living a two separate lives. Then you get the informants. They're normally, sometimes they could be a runner, sometimes they could be a big boss. Now, how the criminal world actually works is it's not about how tough, not really how tough you are, not really how loyal you are. They look for certain characters. And if they sense that you've exaggerated any part of your life, you're going to be at the bottom doing the dirty work for them. And it's not very nice. Not very nice. I saw once one of these kids on the streets. Oh, yeah, I can do this. My dad's this. Da, 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 da. He disappeared because he spoke too much. Now, there's people out there that, for example, when it comes to, okay, I'll give you an example. Me, it's from a habit I've had to learn from being in a certain, well, almost married into a certain organisation. No fault of my own. It wasn't planned. It wasn't wanted. I just ended up there. And it wasn't nice. The things that I saw wasn't nice. And I tried to get out. Now, these people have workers on the ports, the airports, and just strolling along any sort of border, any beach. So when you do try and get away, it's quite impossible. More so over when you get to your destination, those people will already be there waiting for you at the airport, however you travelled. Now, what pisses me off the most is the likes of Tricky and Fiona going around making threats to people they don't know online, trying to set people up, or for that matter, anyone trying to set anyone up. You just don't do it, do you? And I'll tell you something about me. If you're new into my life, if I tell you anything about my past, it's normally to test you. That's just how I roll. Just to see what someone would do with that piece of information. That's just a habit I've had to get into just to survive. Just to survive. And also, when you know that someone you had sort of suspicions about someone a long time ago, but just to keep the peace, you say, okay, just, keeping everyone happy and seeing how it rolls and all that. That's the time sometimes where you have to play the role to make sure that mask slips. And that's how the criminal world works. It's called we call it character social engineering. Sometimes you have to play the role, as the saying goes, the role of a fool to fool those who think they're fooling you, and it works every time. Hi Grace, how you doing? And me personally, that's just what I've had to learn to survive. And I don't say this to be cocky or anything like that, but I don't tell my story. What's the point? What's the point? Things like that only happen in movies. And this is why I get so peed off with the likes of Feral Fifi, that chose to go on the run. Chose to go on the run because she thought she was clever. Whereas there's some of us out there that had no fucking choice. Oh, damn, I've done it again. Forget that one, guys. That didn't count. There's a girl I knew. There's a girl I knew in that world who cried wolf. My God. Big mistake. She got an innocent man jailed for crying wolf. Oh, bloody hell. Is everyone clashing again, Kaz? God, time zones, they really do suck, don't they? And that's why I get so peed off with the likes of Tricky, with the likes of Fifi, and other two-face Judas snakes who like to play the victim. And that's why I say, and I will say it again and again, get the full story before you take sides. Because sometimes when you take a step back and look in, you think, my God, I was right about you all along. My intuition was telling me there was something off about you, and I made your mask slip. So, just don't lie. Just don't lie. Just don't be fake, because at the end of the day, you don't know who you're peeing off. This is what I'm trying to say. You don't know if you go around pissing off that YouTuber, that person, or Joe Blogs down the road. That person, if you've only come into their life to try and find out information from that person to send back to their opponent, that person, they can see it coming a mile off. They can see it coming. Bonnie, don't you start. They can see it coming a mile off. So what they will do, and I've had to do it loads of times, they will give you a portion of what they want to know about your life, just to see what they do with it. Sometimes you have to repeat something or say something, I'm not sure about that person, to see if they repeat things. When you start to see red flags about someone along the way, you've just got to sit and wait until that mask slips. And I will give someone subtle warnings emotionally that I know they're not legit. So Fiona Hesketh, you've made yourself an easy target, a very easy target, because you're a liar. You're a liar. What are you going to do if some mafia boss comes your way and says, "Oh, hi, da, 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 da." What are you going to do then when you realise you're into something and you can't get out because you think you're clever? You wouldn't have a clue. You really have not got a clue what you are doing. And it also boils down to, obviously, discernment as well. Discernment, as they say, intuition. You have to roll with whatever your body is telling you. Don't go with your mind. You have to go with whatever your body's telling you. And if you know someone can't be trusted, you have to do whatever you have to do to make sure that mask slips. Otherwise, they will walk all over you. They will continue to lie about you. They will continue to try and do whatever. You as a person, for your own survival, and it's a natural thing we do anyway. It's just a natural thing we do. You make people's masks slip without you even knowing. Yeah, they do though. They do. They think they're gangster. And with that, it's very hard to distinguish at first who's real and who's not. And that's where you use yourself and your body language to sort out the wheat from the chaff. Anyway, what's been happening? Right, hang on. Sorry, guys, I've been yapping away. I'm still really tired. I don't know why. I felt all right yesterday, but tonight I'm really, really tired. Right, Screwed, what have you done now? I am blocked, or at least I was as of when I posted on my thing. Blocked from where? I have no idea why I've been. She must have told you. Oh God. Right, Kaz, what's been happening? Because I saw Avril's. I was watching. Hi, lady. Why do you love it? I'm not. Yeah, but I. Right, guys. Do I sound like I'm like mad, like shouting and stuff? And another thing. You will have people out there that will try and isolate you from the strongest people, from the strongest characters in your group, because again, they think they're clever. It's actually quite psychotic the way some of these people operate online. It's really, really psychotic. When people can make up a story about someone from the top of their head just to isolate someone, you have to question everything they've said in the past, everything, what their agenda actually is. And there's some dirty players out there. But what they don't realise is that people are just not afraid. Do you know what I mean? They think they can. That's why I said to Kaz before, no one scares me off. For goodness sake, look at my past. Look what I was. Excuse me. Look what I was nearly married into. Thank God I didn't get married into it. Fucking hell, because once you're married into it, that's it. You're stuck there for life. Your only way out is to, I don't even want to say it. Hi Pam, how are you doing? Breaking news, I'm now unblocked. Yeah, what I'm saying is to the likes of Tricky and Fiona and any other compulsive liar out there that likes to fabricate people, fabricate stories about people, don't do it. One, you're going to get found out. Two, you'll get exposed for other things you've done, because I do know that some of these people go from community to community doing the same thing, trying to isolate people or trying to find their people, if you like, who are the same as them, that are liars, deceivers, and only sometimes befriending you only for a certain reason. And you can normally see it a mile off. You just have to play along with it. But these people don't realise that, one, they don't actually know the person they're doing it to. Two, it's not clever because it's going to backfire. And three, anyone could be anyone. People have contacts in all different countries. Just don't do it. It's just not worth it. You're going to get caught. And then you're going to get exposed. I don't think so, Lady Flop. Michelle is telling. What is going on? I have no idea what's going on. So everyone just needs to pack the lies up. Whatever you've done, come clean. Fifi. Whatever you've done, Tricky, come clean. It's quite a simple thing to do, really. And Fifi, stop lying, stop exaggerating. Because like I said, why doesn't certain people, hierarchies, know who you are if you claim to be some clever criminal? You haven't got a clue, love. You haven't got a clue. Right. Let's put some of these comments on. Right. I'm definitely blocked on that. Oh, I don't care about that. Yeah, sorry, Avril. I was watching your thing a couple of hours ago. Well, no, hang on. What time is it now? About half an hour before I came on here. And it's interesting what you were saying, actually. Very interesting. Had to get away. Oh, no, Luby. Do you know what? Because I'm such a small channel, I think I had mods before because it was, all the trolls and everything. But now it's just easy. Now I figured out how to do it all by myself. I can just kick people off if I want. I have the power. I'm definitely. Oh, sorry. I've already done that one, haven't I? Who has rogue mods? They're supposed to protect. Who has rogue mods? What's going on with the Yeah, it does. And another thing is, let liars reveal themselves, because they will. And do you know what really makes me angry? When I was watching the Johnny Depp and Amber Turd case, she was just one of them typical ones that was just like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Do you know what? I've come across so many girls like her. I'm sorry to say it, I just want to smack them in the mouth. And it really, really, when someone cries wolf like her, it is an insult to those DV victims out there, to those people who have actually been beaten by men. Stop doing things for attention because you can't get your own way. It's disgusting. It shows your agenda. It shows who you really are. And when you know someone's already a liar, tut, tut, tut. It's only a matter of time. You're going to effing get yourself into one hell of a lot of trouble. And if you do it to the wrong person, my God, help you. That's all I can say. Oh, Joe, yeah, I'm on the border. And another thing, tricky, another thing, I'm still waiting for the letter. And obviously, you can't do it now because you had to run off to Belfast, where you're currently having to sneak in because people don't like you over there. I am sorry about your mum and dad and all that, but whatever. It's not my circus, is it? At the end of the day, you, little boy, you have gone out your way to target innocent people. You have gone out your way to scam people. So don't you ever think you deserve sympathy of anyone who you've targeted. Oh, da, 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 da. No, no sympathy from me. Sorry, dude. No sympathy at all, apart from obviously I feel sorry for your parents, you know? Right. I sent you. Catch up with you. Yeah, they are fake. Yeah, what's with all the blocking everyone with why is everyone getting blocked on everyone's channels? Oh, screw. Did I see you're targeting Candor now, Karma? Yes. Yeah, I think face to face is easier, isn't it? Face to face is easier to figure someone out, but when it's over the phone or whatever. But then again, I do believe I might be wrong, but just my experience, I think when someone gives off those vibes, it's going to trigger your vibes, your like defense and survival vibes, if you like, defense mechanism. And with some certain people, I will give them enough warnings emotionally to either come clean about what you're doing or we'll just have to wait until your mask slips. And sadly, it's normally you have to wait until their mask slips because they're just not honest people. They have an agenda, they want to fuck you over, and they will try and do it. And another thing we used to call it in that world, if you like, is advanced projection. When someone wants to try and get rid of one of the strongest characters out of whatever they're doing, they will flip. They will flip and they will accuse you of exactly what they're doing, similar to what Tricky and Co do. But it's always a bit more serious, and we call that advanced projection because they think they can do you first, because they just assume that somewhere down the line, because you've got so much shit on them, you're going to expose it all for whatever reason. Again, assuming is always wrong because that person may not have any reason to do that. You know, if that person likes you, why would they do that to you? So why do that to someone? What's the point? You're just showing that that person was right about you all along. Don't advance projects because that is your first biggest mistake. Because by that time comes, that person most likely would have got every single detail of your life, dug up everything about you, and they've already got it in their back pocket. And that's how we used to have to operate. And there's a lot of character social engineering, a lot of manipulation, obviously not by me. I had to do what I had to do to survive because of obviously my daughter's father. And oh God, it was a nightmare. But I saw a lot of horrible things. And I saw a lot of people like Fiona wanting to get a bit bigger. The gangs on the streets with the hoods and the what they call chains. Oh yeah, look at me. I want to be like the men in suits. I want to be like that. I'll just go and do this and prove myself. No, no, no. It's ridiculous. Trying to be something that you're not is just ridiculous. And crying wolf is even more ridiculous. Lying is even more ridiculous. Why do it? Why do it, Feral? Do you know what I mean? It's just pointless because lies always get found out. Snakes always get found out because they always slip up. And when you sense something, listen to your body. And if you have to, do what I do. Give them something a bit exciting about your life and see what they do with it. See what they do with it. Right, let's hubby Welsh boxer go jog and I trained him. Oh, don't mess with Joe, everyone. Don't mess with Joe. She used to box or does still box. I'm not going to get on the wrong side of Joe. I love you, Joe. Um, what about what's going on, Scrooge? I know. Lying must be so exhausting. Why? Why do people lie? Oh, hi, Maddie. You all right? Have you finished work? It's yeah. It's easier to just tell the truth or just shut up. Hi, Dilly. How you doing? I'm really tired again, Dilly. It's just I can't put the aircon in this room, and it's just hot, hot, hot. Do you know what? Last night it was lovely. At this time, I took the dog over to the other village because there's no one in the farmers' fields over there. Round and farmers' fields round here, there's everyone walking their dogs, and you just know when you just don't want to talk to people, you just want to avoid them. Yeah, who I wrote was dating comments all over. Oh right, yeah, well, apparently everyone deletes comments, but hey ho. I'm the main attraction. That's why Lady Luck, no slime, no dime. Okay. Time. Yeah, lies always get found out. They do indeed. Penny, how you been? Dilly Guff, how you been? I don't know that right now. Oh God. Oh dear. And a lot of pants are on fire at the moment. Hang on, just I have seen. I never lost a human until my dad died last year. Oh, sorry about that, Kaz. And it was rough. Yeah, yeah, I see what you mean, but it's hard when you know what someone's done to someone. It's really hard just to. Ooh, do you know what I mean? Yeah, well, it's near husband. Exactly a million miles, 2 years. Yeah, why? It's just, and I've heard there's just more GoFundmes all over the place, and I just think, just stop it. You know, for goodness sake, you're already known as a liar. Why make things worse for yourself? No, exactly, Pam. He don't care. So I know we're the better people, but sometimes you have to. Oh, I don't know. I'm too tired to stress about trickster. I've had a few decades of, let's just say, observing people, and I can suss some. Yeah, it's yeah, yeah. I just don't know why people have to fabricate stories about other people. It's quite bizarre. There's a reason behind it, and it's because they're practically psychotic, and they'll also get found out and exposed because what they don't realise is that the people they target are probably the worst people they should target. Quite a simple thing to do is, if you want to be in a community, just make that community great. Don't fucking go around getting obsessed. Some people, right, and I've noticed this over the years, especially with the Mexican community, they're even on their own side, and even it's cut down the middle now, isn't it? We've got the opposition like Tricky and all that, then we've got the justice side. And even in the justice side, there's people out there lying, fabricating stories about other people, trying to find information about people, and people absolutely effing obsessed with trying to find out who everyone is. Why? Why? If you can see that someone is consistently on the same side as you, wanting the justice like you are, why are you so obsessed in trying to find out who these people are? Unless you're working for the opposition, unless you sneaked into the justice community or whatever community, if you like, to find out who is who, to give information back to the opposition. Everything's going to be exposed because that's just the way life goes. And sometimes you have to sit back, say nothing, and do nothing. And already things have been happening. So, yeah, sometimes boring is good. I hate to say it, but it will be the worst year, the first. But yeah, sorry, Kaz. Yeah, it's going to be tough. I led a very boring life, so nothing to find. Yeah, this is. Do you know what? I don't care. If people want to research me, go ahead. You're not going to find much. If you want to know, come and ask me. Don't be a fucking Judas and a snake. And certainly don't fabricate stories about me and lie about me. Quite a simple thing to do, because it won't end well. Because one, you will be exposed, and two, I don't have to do a thing to make sure that's exposed. I don't have to do a thing. If you go around peeing people off, you better know them who they are. Because, like I said before, if you do it to the wrong person, ticky tocky. Empties the bin. Oh God, he's been emptying bins again, Joe. I suppose because he puts his life out there. Yeah, this is the thing. It's not always wise to put your whole life out there on the internet. You know, like you see these girls on Facebook. Oh, look at me. Oh, God, I saw one the other day. She was pregnant. She actually used to live opposite me, and she was doing every single photo was her, a couple with her kid. Oh, I'm having this drama, I'm having that drama. Oh, my boyfriend's blah, blah. Why do that? You're making yourself an easy target. When these girls go on the Facebook or the TikTok in their skinny whatever and doing all these sexy moves and the duck spouting and oh, look at me, you're making yourself an easy target for people I know in the dark world. Don't do it. Don't do it. People make themselves easy targets. One, because you're putting your life everywhere. Two, because you talk too much. Three, because you lie. And lying is one thing that criminals will look for. And with that comes a lot of social engineering. It's crazy. Honestly, guys, there's so much I want to tell you, but I can't. I really can't. There's so much you need to know with what's going on with certain criminal organisations and how much they're involved in the government and stuff. But I can't say it all. It's really frustrating because when people put things on you and you just expect them just to sit back and not say nothing. Yeah, you don't snitch, but it comes to a point where you think, hang on a sec, innocent people are getting hurt. Things are being done. Taxpayers' money are being put into all these things. And it just gets to a point where you just get so frustrated. And me personally, yeah, I can be quite feisty, but I know how to keep things in check. But I think sometimes I do get quite impulsive and want to just tell everyone, but I know if I did, I know what would happen to me. So I've obviously got to be very, very careful. But there's so much, honestly, guys. Sometimes I'm just in tears of what I know is going on and what people need to know. It's really tough. But I'm waiting for them to say you're me and I'm you because oh yes, Dilly, yeah, me and you sound the same. Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh Dilly, did you know I work for Fiona? Yeah, I work for Feral, yeah. If anyone believes that, you need to give your effing head a wobble, for fuck's sake. Candor didn't like that I asked questions about Tricky and Co and blocked me. Why? Yeah, Bron and Candor, and there's another lady, isn't there? Is it Deb something? She's Scottish or something like that. Why are they so invested? I think it's gone past the stage now where wanted to be accepted by these people, these Fruit Loops, cuckoos in the naughty corner over there, like Sucker Lawyer and Co. I think it's got past that stage now that they're so deep into it. Do you think they have let Fifi know stuff about their lives and Fifi now has that against them? Or do you just think it's birds of a feather? You have to ask the question. You have to ask the question. It's you wonder why even with so much evidence out there, you have to wonder why these people are still so invested. So in my personal opinion, it's either because they've got too attached, and that's a very dangerous road to go down. When you get attached to a manipulator, a master manipulator, and Feral, that's nothing to be proud of, darling. I've seen what happens to master manipulators like you. And that's why I'm telling you to stop your drama malarkey. Just stop it. You've got kids, for F's sake. I said for F's sake, that doesn't count, okay? I'll better put 1p in the jar just in case. Then he vowed to out me, but I outed him first. I do this for fun. When I do get outed, it won't be by Dim Crosby. Who's Dim Crosby? Slime, what are you doing for fun? Why do you do things for fun? Sorry, mate, but if you want to know the truth about things and digging into things, you need to do it for the right reasons, and that's for the victims and to make sure it never happens again, not just for fun. There we go, Slum. I went mad at you there. Right, I think we might have somewhat similar. Yeah. And another thing, the Mexican community, no offense, no offense. I'm just saying it how it is so shit. People are so shit. You don't know who's who. You've got people with God knows how many multiple effing accounts, you know, talking to you, emailing you, or even just, recently some snake comes, oh, what's going on? Da, 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 da. Fuck off. I know your game, love. F off. Tell them what they want to hear and F off, you know. People don't fool me that easily. And I hope, guys, they don't fool you that easily either. But you just get so many people in the Mexican community, you don't know whether they're sugars, you don't know whether they're like Beryl's crew sneaking around or just Fruit Loops in general, just obsessed with trying to find out who everyone is. I mean, what a way to live. Come on. If you want to find out who's who, you fucking better have a damn good reason, for goodness sake, and not just some sick agenda because you're piss someone off. Honestly, it's just really, honestly, it's a really messed up community, in my opinion. and it was infiltrated by Fifi and people like her. Look, as soon as she came along, it all went wrong, didn't it? Or did people just reveal them true selves? This is the other thing you have to put a question mark on. Were they always closet scum? And when Feral came along, she just helped that mask slip in all of them. You have to ask the question, don't you? Me and liars don't get on very well. When people fabricate stories about me or my friends, they need to know. I'm not going to say it. They need to realise just because they live in Timbuktu doesn't make them exempt from any justice. Not violent, don't get me wrong, no violent, nothing like that. Nothing like the tricky, oh yeah, let's go round to, I don't know, Tom's house because he exposed me and throw a letter in his face and be a dick. None of that malarkey. And sometimes you just have to sit back, forget, and lies reveal themselves. When Graham passed, I said nothing for the best part of a week. He posed the truth, but why are you doing truces? Why you don't do a truce with the devil? Screwed. If you're genuine, right, you don't do deals with the devil. You don't make truces. I proposed a truce, but Fiona preferred the drama of YouTube. You'd have thought she'd been focused on looking. Yeah, true. Make you right on that one. It's hard to feel sorry. Yeah, exactly. It's very, very hard. It is all about point score, and you get the people who just seem to just pop up from nowhere and sort of make fake fights and pretend that all this shit is going on because they're trying to get information for the opponent from the other side. They're trying to look for who the strongest characters are and who's not scared to, give it back and expose what these lot are up to. So what they'll do is they'll pretend to have a fight for that reason. And people fall for it. It's really quite funny. Yeah, it's not very clever. It really isn't very clever. I burst out laughing. I actually burst out laughing in grief. Worked out. Silent. She needs the money. It's her only income making video, and she has nothing better to do. Yeah, that's true, Pam. I think if Feral would, well, leopards never change their spots, do they? They never ever change their spots. Some do, like I said ages ago about that certain mafia boss inside, and I got that phone call. It's you give people the benefit of the doubt, but you literally have to see them in action, working really hard to make people trust them again. It's not a, oh, okay, yeah. And the likes of Feral Fifi and Judas is out there. They'll never change. They just can't be trusted. Why do you think she never made it into the other side of the criminal world? Because she can't be trusted. She talks too much. She will never ever be what she hoped to be, and she'll never be famous. That's for sure. So her kids are adults. It's easier distracting yourself by doing the YouTube. And yeah, that's true. Sorry, I'm behind in the comments. I think I've learned that the likes of Boatman and Tricky have through social media and thrive on attention. Yeah, they do. Yeah, when someone does things for attention, you just need to walk away. You just don't do that. You don't do things for attention. When people are acute grief, they often try to return to normal by doing what they normally do when they into work for a while because it was a normal. Yeah, but Avril, you weren't going hunting people, were you? You weren't going trolling people, were you? You weren't causing other people grief, were you? That's normal grief, what you're talking about. With Feral, it's completely different. It's, you know, she was trolling people. She's got so many bloody sock accounts. It's a joke. And she was using every single one of them to carry on what she was already doing before her husband sadly passed. Yeah. It's like when someone starts accusing you of things they are guilty of, it says, yeah, it does. Yeah, exactly. And when they come out of it, all of a sudden, you know that they've been fucking scheming behind your back for quite a while, and your body was telling you, and you were just waiting for the mask to slip. It sucks, but whatever. Don't lose no sleep over it. That's for sure. How'd like now? Oh, sorry, Julianne. Silent, yeah, but he's like a cat in a hot tin roof over there. All right, hang on. It makes me giggle to think after all that research they find out I am who I yeah, exactly. It's quite funny actually. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Tricky. One, I'm still waiting for that letter, and two, I've got a few addresses where I'm legally registered to. So that's why I don't say this to be braggy, but that's why I know you never find me. And there's a reason for that. And this is why I say to you, little boy, and the likes of Feral and her entourage, don't keep pissing people off because you don't know what's going on in their lives. And if that person is going through something where they can easily get you tracked down and arrested and charged for what you've done, don't keep poking the bear. Stop poking. That's all I'm going to say. You need to pipe down. And any other cocky fucker out there that thinks they're clever, you need to pipe down. You really do. You're not clever. All this showing off. Oh, I've done this. I've done that. You've done fuck all. You have done fuck all. Okay? I can sense it. I know it. And I've been speaking to people. You have not done as much as you have claimed on your YouTube channels. So stop lying. I don't like liars. I never will do. Right, hang on. Yeah, there is Pam. This, oh, Pam, honestly, I'm waiting for the day when I can tell you all. And when I do tell you all, I'm going to have to be in a different country. But that's okay. I've got Paul, he's my bodyguard. My mum is elderly. I'm in denial that she won't be around forever. She's been with us in the granny out since last year after she's. Yeah. Do you know what? Get knotted. I get what you mean there. It's like my dad. I'm a daddy's girl, and even my mum. Um, I don't want to even think about that yet. Obviously, as you get older and you see they're getting a bit more frail and everything, but you just want to keep saying to you, no, 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 they're not going anywhere yet. No, no, they're not going anywhere yet. It's it's denial. Sorry, Avril, what was a good question? I'm so far behind at the minute. Sorry, I've been yapping away. I'm still really, really tired. I'm still not myself and I'm angry. Do you know why I'm angry? Because I don't like liars and I don't like people crying wolf. I don't like Amber Turds of the world. I think Fifi definitely has things on people she pretended. Yeah, exactly. Pretend friends. Just remember, everybody, not everyone out there that smiles at you is your friend. Going to be Lucy Sky or Penny Lane. Thank God they went with Penny. Yeah, I like Penny. Penny's a lovely name. I don't think they're on the right side of history. No, not at all. I wonder why I'm invested and missed the whole damn Diddy trial and I'm not just an outsider who asks annoying questions. Have you got a channel, Kaz? Did you say that you had a channel? I can't remember. If you have, let me know and I'll go and sub. Who's who, with the exception of Atalanta? I dare say that will never be. Do you know what? I have never given a shit who this Atalanta person is. If they are going out their way to expose the truth, let them carry on. I don't care. Why do we need to know? Who cares? I used to like Feral good while back. Thank goodness I saw. Yeah, well, when she first come onto the scene, the first couple of videos, I liked her, and then for some reason I disliked her. Yeah, and now I know why I disliked her. Why can't people just be honest? Why, you know, people likely have things on her too, obnoxious way to live being so-called friends when you can't. Exactly. And another thing I will say, when someone's friends with your opponent or your enemy, they ain't your friend. None of this, oh, I don't want to get involved. Fuck off. Yeah, they do. Joe, are you from Essex? Did you say you were from Essex? Bye, Dilly. Thanks for popping on. Take care. Yeah, she is. She's going to get herself in a serious lot of trouble if she don't pipe down. Pam and me until she threw Tommy wrong. Yes, I saw that on what's it called? Twitter. Do you know what? I made up a Twitter account, the Chav one. I keep forgetting about Twitter. I must have a nose. I wonder if Tweedledum and Tweedledee, who made yeah, I showed you that, didn't I? Well, we'll call them Tweedledum and Tweedledee. I know who they are. It's quite hilarious. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. All her fans were really going against her when she went for Tommy Robinson. It was hilarious. Yeah, they do think they're famous for being compulsive liars. All the while we're talking about Tricky and Phil, and they are talking about nobody is talking about Prince Andrew. I don't give a shit about Prince Andrew. I think he's a prick. That's just the way I think he's horrible. That's it. Yeah, never trust a lefty. Am I a million miles behind? Right, okay. Right, sorry guys. Truth was to let family grieve in peace, but oh right, I see. Yeah. In a way I can understand that. Yeah, some things you have to make a truce, but when that person like she was still going around trolling people and lying, no, no, no. Trevor Hootie under the bus as well. Oh yeah, he would do because he's jealous of Tommy Robinson. Really jealous of Tommy Robinson. Is there no way Tricky doesn't run down? That's why he's only got one friend, and that's Fifi. A lot of old shit clips that have been screenshot with Tricky and Fifi where they were hoping for censorship. Yeah, they're all about free speech, but they'll certainly try and censor those who have got, difficult questions to ask. Yeah, he does. This is thing with narcissism. Bye, Luby. Thanks for popping in. Oh, you have to pop your bin. Oh, Julianne, please go and put the bins out. You have to do that, otherwise it's the rats. Thanks for popping in. There are people he doesn't run down. He has an alliance he doesn't speak about. Yeah, yeah, but how long that's going to last? Because they're going to turn on each other at some point. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But whatever, we see it all the time. It's just an ongoing cycle with people like that, isn't it? She should have been spending time. Exactly. And I see a sweaty window. Yep, a big mouth. Oh, Gertie's still waiting. Is she? Yeah, well, she'll be waiting forever. Leading up to his party was spent spouting off about my bone tricking. Yeah, it's get your ass off. Yeah. Oh, are you in Wales? I like Wales. Wales is nice. Oh, Pam, sorry to hear that. That's awful. And you were still really quite young. That must have been tough. Yeah, exactly. Els bells. You wouldn't want to be trolling. You'd be going out to places that you haven't seen before. You'd be, I don't know, going on a bungee jump or whatever. Obviously, if Brown would have been allowed medical wise. Go to the fun fair, go back to your where you first met, meet up with some old people that you used to knock about with and you haven't seen for years. You know, do you know what I mean? But the way Debbie from Tricky Channel carried on with her mum about Ona dying, she was nine. Yeah, right. I'm just the day after Deb's mum died. Tricky deliberately made a point of saying that I still haven't. Yeah, see that's snidey. Snidey comments as well. Debs, you need to wake up, darling, but don't come over to the justice side because you won't be welcome. Sorry. Sorry. Once someone I've got nothing really to say. I won't be making well, I don't recommend it, Kaz. I really don't recommend it. It's hard work. That's what I heard some people have seen it, yeah. Yeah, it's a case of some people are a bit more forgiving than others, but you can forgive but access denied. Do you know what I mean? It's a case of when someone shits on you or is pally with dodgy people and you've seen how they operate as well for those dodgy people, something happens between them and they think, oh, hang on a minute, no, 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 this is wrong. I shouldn't have done all that. And they'll go scurrying around looking for support from us, for example, and people who have been exposing them, blah, blah, blah. You have to make sure that person's really legit to let them come into your circle. Do you know what I mean? That's why I keep my circle very, very small. And if new people come into that circle, I will test them. Sorry, that's everyone in my life knows I do that. It's no secret. I have to do it. It's what I've learnt to have to do, being in that world, well, being dragged into that world over there. Yes, best thing to do, lady. Just don't give a shit. I don't trust me when I say that Andrew was a stuck-up prick. Some officers sucked him. Oh, do you know what? Get knotted. I heard. You heard the time about his teddy bears when he used to be young, and he was really rude to staff. And you just don't do that, do you? You just don't. Just because you're a prince, you don't treat people like shit. Get knotted. Yeah. How many teddy bears? Oh yeah, Julianne said it. Yeah, and does it on purpose. Yeah, tell Cam to grow some balls and unblock me. It will only get worse for him that I can promise I am a loose cannon. What have you done to Pam, Slime? Have you upset Pam? What's he done? And that's another thing, what you'll find with me. When I find legit people, not rats, snakes, and Judases, I become very protective. He takes after his father in that way. I served Her Majesty, and proud of it. I couldn't swear at light to present him on a good job. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I've never liked Prince Andrew. Just shows you have to be careful what you say. Yeah, this is the thing. When you test someone, if, for example, if you like test someone, and it's to see if they can be trusted with what you've said, kind of thing. If they go and repeat it to that someone, the other person, that person, and some people make the excuse, "Oh, it's so because I care about that." But no, you don't. You don't give a shit about that person. Because if you gave a shit about that person, you wouldn't be repeating stuff unless it's extremely important. And then you always advise that person to talk to that person first anyway. Some people repeat things because they actually enjoy it. And you have to ask the question why. Bye, Julianne. Thanks for popping in. Right, I'm well behind, aren't I? Someone hurts me and only get second chance, but after that, yeah. Well, him and Tricky are practically the same. They're both arrogant bastards, aren't they? Fine, I'll ask him later, and I'm only doing it once. He's got Trevor on at the moment, so no, not that. Trevor's doing a live. Isn't he supposed to be looking after his mum or something? Oh, do you know what? Do you know what? I was sick of her protocol, but she had a human side. You compared with sharp, swine, and rude, but also, yeah, I did like Prince Philip's wit and his sense of humour, but he was a bit harsh, wasn't he? It's a running joke because Tricky always mentioned him putting bins out. Yeah. Oh, for God's sake, Kaz. Oh my God. Oh God, I need a cigarette. Why do people do this? I don't understand. I'm sorry, I don't understand. All the time this has been going on with it. Didn't Trevor do a live right after? Oh, for goodness sake. But there's a ton of GoFundMe's, isn't there? Goodness sake. Mm. Yeah, Prince Philip, Joe, he was funny, wasn't he? He really was funny. Why? Pity party, yeah. Pity he didn't pull his mouth. Pam. But the thing is, though, everyone, we just have to pity people like that. Fancy doing lies after you. You just don't do it, do you? You just don't do it. Liars always get found out, and Tricky and Co are certainly getting found out at the moment, and any other liar is going to get found out. With, mark my words on that. Sometimes you just have to sit back and do nothing because they'll want a reaction out of you, you know. And they come up like Tweedledum and Tweedledee, and think they're clever, and then project what they do onto someone who that has commented. It's really quite funny. People are irrelevant. Liars, deceivers, the rats, the snakes, you know, they're irrelevant. They haven't got a life outside of YouTube. They're obsessed with it. They're obsessed with trying to find out who people are. I mean, why? I know I said this earlier, but why? It's ridiculous. He went on laughing and joke. He did what? Philip would have some pity words for MM. Oh yes, yes. Can you imagine? I bet inside the walls when he was still alive, he certainly made a few snarky comments at Markle. She probably didn't. She probably took him as a compliment. Can you imagine taking something as a compliment when someone's digging you out? Elite, I've got balls. Otherwise, I'd pick sides and make my life easier. I don't know what's. Is Kaz and Slime having a row? Slime, did I see my face? Well, not my face. My logo on one of your shorts once. What have you been up to? Even real celebs ask for privacy. Yeah, even real, yeah, exactly. And when, for example, if a tragedy happens on TV, it's always the family want privacy. They don't want media attention. But Tricky, Fiona, it's a different ball game with them, innit? No, there's no row I'm agreeing with. Oh, okay, okay. You lit up same time as great mind great minds think alike. Yeah, and then, yeah, it's with this Mexit community as well. It's not only, oh, you realise people are really shitty people. They've got so many bloody fake accounts. You know, they come on your lives, pretend they're your opposition, but they make up a fake account and come on your lives, and then you have to be nice to them. You know, and me, I don't do fake. I find it very hard to do fake. I would only do fake if I was in that world and I had to try and get out alive or something. That's the only time to do fake. No one should be doing fake, for fuck's sake. Fake always gets found out. We need to give it, for me, it'll be for that time. Yeah, she does. She does. And she's going to start craving, well, not, she's going to start receiving the wrong attention if she doesn't pack it in. Seriously, she's going to be attracting the wrong attention if she don't stop it. No, if it's, do you know if it's fake flops? Yeah, you get, yeah, you just get the idea. You just get the, you can sense it. Oh, you're like in sync now too. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm not going to have any sympathy for Tricky. And what annoys me is that when his trolls come up on my channel like that, oh, Julianne will know, Diane, whoever she really is, um, saying, "Oh, stop being a bully." Yeah, fuck you, love. You have to bully the bully sometimes. That's just how. So that's normally when it comes to bullies, I'd just ignore them and not give them the reaction they want. But with these lot, that's the only language they know. It is. It's seriously the only language they know. And then with some people, we have to talk to them in the only language they know. No, neither do I, Pam, and I don't think a lot of people do actually. It is very hard to give up, get annoyed. Vaping, you can do really well on the vape, and then all of a sudden, for some reason, something happens and you start smoking again. Oh, so he ain't that MP. Oh well, never mind. Hope the MP's been having a good couple of weeks anyway. Not sorry. Candle. But how do you know all this, Slime? Because how do you know? Did he tell you? I think I think from what I've seen and experienced, some people just like to change their names. I mean, look at Feral. All her names are came out, didn't they? That Jacqueline that we done ages ago, whatever her bloody name is. And something about a birth certificate, her daughter's birth certificate, she put a fake name on that. God, honestly, this woman, she ain't got a clue. Fifi, let's do a live. Let's do a live. Oh, yeah. And then we can tell everyone that we actually hate each other. Fifi comes on with that hard face of hers and tells me, yeah, this is it. I mean, you just dig the hole deeper for yourself if you carry on lying. You lie about one thing and then you think, shit, I've got to bloody try and get out of this because someone's getting suspicious. So they make the hole deeper for themselves, don't they? It's like the girls who cry wolf, all the turds out in there. What an insult to people who have really been beaten by a man. Fucking scum. Right, got to be honest, every live I've been on has been mega. I've made mistake of saying that unalive word. Yeah, it's very, very hard, isn't it? When all these stupid things come about and all you're not allowed to say the normal words, so you have to, it's almost like you just have to practice saying the unalive word just to make sure you get on your channel and just don't F up. Screwed. You are mental. Everyone, I'm doing a live. Okay, I'm going in a minute and I'll catch up with you then. Okay. Yes. Yeah. But mind you, Joe, I think we've got accustomed to saying "see you next Tuesday" rather than the saying the actual word. Pick up, but always been offering. You never know who seeks me or what. Exactly. Target paranoid, but never has stickers on cards that don't tell strangers in person. List. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, and this tricky character, he harps on about like YouTubers like me and whoever else not showing their face. Well, there's a goddamn reason. I don't know about anybody else, and like I've said before, there's a goddamn reason why I can't show my face. And tricky, if you send if you send your sister around, I'll show her why. And mark my words, she'll probably run a mile anyway. Say grape instead of with the G missing. We should be able to say the proper. Yeah, exactly. It's all this. Oh, it's all this woke malarkey, isn't it? For crying out loud! And they had something going on at Glastonbury, didn't they? Some guy at Glastonbury I've heard on Facebook. He was gobbing off. For goodness sake, honestly. And then you get people getting jailed for tweets or something. It's just ridiculous. Thank you, Joe. I like you too. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't have a filter. I really don't. I do try, but I just don't have a filter. It's you've just got to be real. You've got to be brutally honest sometimes. Otherwise, you're just telling people what they don't want to hear, and that can do more damage. Angry Bootnet calls it surprise sex. Okay, I don't know what we're talking about. Hi, Sylviana. I've never been to Jib. No, do you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to, on one of my daughter's birthdays, I wanted to surprise her and get a load of her mates down to Gibraltar and blah blah blah, and have a bit of a party there for and stay there for a couple of weeks. But now I know Fifi is just over the border. No thanks. Don't know what I might catch. We might catch. Yes, I know it gets us in trouble sometimes, Pam, but it works. It does us suits us well sometimes as well, doesn't it? Fake is fake. Yes, it is. I agree there, Joe. Woke is invaded the art. Yes, I heard about all of that malarkey going on. It's ridiculous. Always a weed ready to repart. Yeah, they're just. People have been saying that the British Army are not ready for war because of all this, woke malarkey. They're just teaching people how to be weak. That's all they're doing. They're teaching these youngsters how to be weak, how to be sensitive. That's not encouraging people to grow. With youngsters, you encourage them to stand up for themselves, not be too sensitive. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it has. Yeah, take care, Penny. Hope you're okay. You know where I am if you need a rant. It's yeah, they've made men yeah, they have. And I'm sorry. No, I better not say it. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'll have the police round, won't I? Oh, I was gonna say it as well. It's on the tip of me tongue. What a load of old shit. What hotel flight for privacy, price in mind. Yeah. It's yeah, it's oh, sorry guys, I've really got to stop swearing. But it's certain things that I've been told that have really, really made me say the F word a lot tonight. I've been called Tricky's mum earlier, hasn't she suffered it? Yeah, I agree with you there, screwed. I agree with you there, screwed. Screwed. You need to stop putting names out there, mate. Because do you know why? Because one, you're gonna get yourself in trouble, and two, that's why I won't communicate with you in emails because I know what I say to you, you're going to put out there, even if it's just, hello, how are you? If you want to be trusted, slime, you've got to prove that you can be trusted. And I say that not to be nasty. I say that as I'd say that to anyone. No, don't say it would be knocking. Oh, God, yes, Pam. Can you imagine? Oh, God, no, I couldn't cope. I couldn't cope. What have I done now, Joe? So he's on candles now with his mum in background. Oh God, that's just yeah. He's wanting sympathy, and it's wrong. It's morally wrong. Our husband is retired army. He said army isn't training as often or as hard. No. Today's shoulders are getting softer. Season. Yeah, this is the other thing. They need special forces still, and they're going to need special forces forever. So, how the hell are they going to have these youngsters trying to join special forces in a weak minded state that they've created, that they've put in them? Do you know what I mean? She should be, well, yeah. She probably had no choice, Pam. You know what he's like, very controlling. Very controlling. Oh my God, you never guess what? Nosy Nora is out there again. I'm going to leave her a note tomorrow. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy her what shall I buy for her birthday? I don't know. What shall I buy for Christmas? Shall I buy her a pair of binoculars and a recording device? And then she'll wonder who it's come from. Yeah, exactly. Who would fight for her? Exactly, Pam. Oh, no, sadly not, lady. They're the old school soldiers aren't no more, and it's a shame. It's a real shame. It's an actual insult, in my opinion. But I can't hear if I. Sorry, Kaz. I just had to whisper for a minute there because Nosy Nora came out again. You need 2 years regular service before go to AS. Yeah, exactly. Do you know what? I've noticed over the years that there's quite a lot of these water mitties, isn't there? And they always say, because they know it's harder for the public to find out, they say, oh yeah, I was in special forces. Yeah, if they're in special forces, you don't tell no one, especially strangers. Yeah, and you know, how are these youngsters going to be able to do that? I mean, special forces, even the training for that, my God. And I commend anyone for doing that. I really do. Why are you scared, Joe? Nosy Nor. Well, well, she is. For God's sake. These honestly, people just get so bored. They have to nose into other people's lives. Exactly. They don't tell a soul, do they, lady? Right, that. He says he has his own business and he's been on benefits. Yeah, bless him. Yeah, it's just, and even people in the regular army don't always, shout about it, do they? Because some things trigger them. So when you come across these water mitties or bloaters, I mean, like Tricky, he's a bloater, but when you come across these water mitties, they can lie about that. What else they are capable of lying about? I used to date him. They say I started with him for 18 months before I knew he wasn't a terror. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, this is it. It's like someone who I actually, well, not someone who I know actually knows someone who was in special forces, and when something happened, she got on the phone to me and she said, "Sarah, if that guy was in special forces, he would have made up a totally different. I was just like getting, not it said like in the para or in some other thing, or just said nothing at all. A lot of special forces people only tell very, very close family members or one or two friends that can totally be trusted with that sort of, that sort of talking and knowing what they do, etc. And it's not just that. If you go around saying that, you're putting a target on your back. Anyone could be anyone. It's all to do. I just don't understand why people have to lie and make up stories. Please, someone, can you just tell me? Can we just put it to bed and tell me the reason why, apart from being psychotic? Also, 008, yeah. He wishes he was 007. Oh my God, I'm surprised he hasn't. When they were trying to look for the new James Bond, I'm surprised he didn't do a live saying, I think I'm going to be the next James Bond. I'm surprised he didn't go for the role, actually. I know how it is in other countries, but we're not allowed to cut our hair and look military. Oh, oh, yeah. God, flipping heck. Nosy, bored nosy Nora. Bored nosy Nora. Goodness sake. And she's only gone and got a poor little dog, hasn't she? God. Getting a poor little innocent dog involved in her nosying. God. It's like another guy that used to live there. He got a dog because he wanted an excuse to loiter around. Loiter around, like trying to find out information, listen in, look through people's windows. Fucking weirdos. You don't want to know who she is, Joe. She got the same name as you, though. Sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. That lunatic ex-soldier is no. Exactly. Because they are water mitties. They're worse than the worst of underachievers. Yeah, exactly. Get knotted. They really are. And like if you was to challenge them about it, they'd go ape shit, batshit crazy, or deny they've ever said it, wouldn't they? And they've got I think on Facebook, is it called the Water Mitties Hunter Club or something? They've got that going on now, exposing all the water mitties. Good. I think there needs to be a law. If you lie about being in the military or whatever, you need to go to, I don't know, to the asylum. Swear jar, Joe. The swear jar. Well, I haven't put any money in it so far, but the swear jar's probably overflowing tonight. Come and meet Nora. Joe, come and visit and I'll show you who. Joe, come and visit and I'll show you who Nosy Nora is and the water mitty. We'd have a right laugh. Oh, another thing, guys, just while it's on my mind, because said that to Joe. Sometimes like on Facebook, you start adding new friends and you join a group or a Facebook group or something, blah blah blah. Cut a long story short, I just got divorced from my ex-husband, and obviously it was tough. And well, not tough. I was trying to uh, figure out a few things about myself, trying to figure out why I attracted that kind of personality, that kind of narcissist, psychopath sort of person. And so I saw this Facebook page, and I thought, anyway, we all started having a right laugh. You know, they were I think it was just me and one other lady that was in the UK, but the rest of them were all in the US, and we stayed friends for years. I'm still friends with them now, but sadly, one of them was my favourite, Kathy, K, I used to call her, my K. I'm going to really find this hard to talk about. We got really, really close. And you know, when Facebook done that where you can ring each other as well, and we got really, really close. We were on the phone to each other every day. And I was really saving up because I really wanted to go and see her. She was like between a best friend and another sort of mother figure, and we just really, really clicked. And I was saving up, and I really, really wanted to go and visit her where she lived. I thought, and I said, yeah, yeah, me and Leah will come over. Yeah, we'll come and visit because she was ill as well. She was in her 70s. She was ill. So I didn't want her because she wanted to come over to the UK. And I said, no, 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 we'll come over and see you. And I thought, it's about after 10 years, it's about time we all met up, you know. Anyway, I was saving away, and then work got really, really busy. So I wasn't in contact with her that much. And then I inboxed her on Facebook because her number, it kept coming back, not recognised or something. So I thought, oh, maybe she had signal issues. Anyway, I found out she'd died, and I didn't have a chance to say goodbye, and I didn't even have a chance to go and meet her, and I was saving up to go and meet her, and that was fucking tough, really fucking tough. And I know it's different because she wasn't in my real life, but she was, if you know what I mean. You could say, oh, well, you'd never met her before, but that was the whole point. And it was really, really tough. And I still find it tough now. And I just think when you do meet someone on social media that you click with, that you can trust 100%, don't wait around to go and meet that person. Do it as soon as possible because things happen, and then you're always living in regret because it's like 10, 11 years we're saying, yeah, yeah, we'll get together, blah, 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 or, and things get in the way. And now my advice is don't let some things get in the way, you know, go and meet that person, go and do that thing, go and fart in the field, go and do it. Otherwise, something happens, and then you live the rest of your life for however long in regret. Right, guys, I'm going to have to go in a minute. I forgot the time. What is your a medical trip? Some guys have it in their face because they're trying to irritate them. Yeah. Right, guys, I'm going to have to go, and the dog as well. Bloody hell, it's 10:30. 10:30. There's me saying, right? There's me saying, how long have I been saying to you guys I need an early night because of the heating? I can't I can't sleep that well. Yeah, exactly, Els bells. Exactly. But yeah, I posted a new vid about narcissists. Good. Avril, you know the other night you said your live was in an hour. Well, I crashed out, but then I went like the next day to do it on replay, and there was no live there. It was a premiere. So have you put that live out yet? Because I need to catch up on it. Time does go quick now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just wish time would slow down. When you was a kid, didn't you find time just went really slow, like the 6 week summer holidays? It just seemed like forever, didn't it? Yeah, thank you, Pam. See you soon. Have a good day at work tomorrow. Wasn't alive. It was a premiere. You saw the right video. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, although I'm sorry, I'm just still after 3 years, I'm still a bit new to how these YouTube things work. Right, guys, thank you for joining me, and I will get back to my normal self once I start getting better night's sleep. And I don't wish summer away, but I just wish at bedtime it would just cool right down. Never mind. Right, thank you everyone for joining me. Have a good evening wherever you are, and I will see you all on Thursday. And I was going to say, what do you all want to talk about? But you never tell me, so I'm not going to ask. Oh, I can't get alive. I'll try. Yeah, thanks for joining us, Fiona. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome to the madhouse. But right, guys, thanks, Avril. Thanks, Sylviana. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, everybody. Take care. And I'll see you on Thursday. Hopefully, I'll be back to me normal self. Because you know what it's like when you haven't had any sleep, proper sleep for a couple of weeks. You're just like, in a way, trying to survive, aren't you? It's like, I need to carry on with my YouTube channel, but I'm so damn effing tired. I, you just chat about shit, don't you? You just don't know what you just go flop. But anyway, sorry for giving my first time. Oh no, don't be sorry, Fiona. You're fine. But yeah, no, thanks, guys, and I will see you all on Thursday. Have a good evening, and don't forget, not everyone out there that smiles at you is your friend. Follow your gut instincts, and don't let your guard down. See you soon.